Good morning, children. Today I will take your literature class, lesson 5, story name Peter's Afternoon Adventure. Now look at the book. Let us read the story. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits. Their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail and Peter. They lived with their mother in a burrow under the root of a very big fir tree. "Now, my dears," said old Mr. Rabbit, "one morning you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. Migru's garden." Next. Floppy, Mopsy and Cottontail were good little bunnies. They went down the lane to gather blackberries. Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. Migru's garden and crawled under the gate. First, he ate some lettuce and French beans. Then he ate some radishes. He tried to look for some pearls after that, but suddenly came face to face with Mr. McGregor. McGregor was planting some cabbages, but he jumped up and ran after Peter, shouting, "Stop, thief!" Peter was very frightened. He had forgotten the way back to the gate. Peter rushed into the tool shed and jumped into a can. But it was full of cold butter. Mr. McGregor was looking under the flower pots when Peter sneezed and cut his coat. Mr. McGregor was after him in a flash. Peter jumped out of a window that was too small for Mr. McGregor. Mr. McGregor was tired of running after Peter. He went back to his work. Peter looked around him. He could see the gate. He ran out of the gate and all the way home. Peter was not very well that evening. His mother put him to bed and made him drink some nasty medicine. But Flopsy, Mopsy and Cottontail had bread, milk and blackberries for dinner. Now read the story, and I tell you story summary. Once a time there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cotton and Peter. They lived in a burrow. Burrow means a hole in the ground. One morning, an old Mr. Rabbit said to the children, "You may go into the fields, but don't go to Mr. McGregor's garden." तुम जाओ. You may go another field, but McGregor's garden, do not go there. Mopsy, Cotton and Goat were very good, but Peter was very naughty. So they went to the garden and ate all his fruits and vegetables. Who ate? Peter. All the vegetables and fruits ate from McGregor's garden. Mrs. McGregor saw him, and Peter was frightened and ate all his frightened, and he forgotten the way back to the gate. Then he jumped in a can, but it was full of cold water. At last, Peter saw the gate in all the way home. But Peter was not well. His mother gave him drink and some nasty medicine. Nasty means very bad and tasty medicine. But Floppy, Flopsy and Mopsy and Cotton had bread, milk and blackberries for dinner. That is the end of the story. Next time I will discuss with you. Today I explain the story with you. Next time I give you question answer and end my class. Thank you.